Welcome back to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation for the bottom half of our Week 1 doubleheader. Our second game has the Six Nations Snipers entertaining the Whitby Steelhawks. Hello again, Lance Wynn, working alongside the usual suspects in JVI Productions as we get set for the opening face-off. Starting goalies for today's game for the Steelhawks, it'll be Lucas Coote. And at the other end, Dylan Sprentz gets the call between the pipes for the home side Snipers. Head coaches for Whitby, it's Joel Johnson. His right-hand man is Brad Reed, and his other assistant, Will Petschneg. And for Six Nations, in his fifth season, it's Darcy Palace. His assistants are Vince Longboat and Nick Skywalker Sky. Officials for today's game, Simon D'Souza is the crew chief. He's joined by Mac Daddy Abbott. And making his Arenalacrosseleague debut is Brad Fennell. So first look at both of these two teams as the Snipers and Steelhawks set to do battle here. This will, of course, wrap up Week 1 in the Arenalacrosseleague, and it has been a very exciting Week 1. Not a whole lot of rust to dust off from either team, just some tweaking with the chemistry, and we're just about set to go here. So some lineups, similar nucleus, different players added, couple subtracted. That's the way things work here in the Arenalacrosseleague. Opening possession goes to the Steelhawks, and they'll get their first crack at the can. But some good defense right off the bat. That's going to be a violation. Possession to the Snipers. Kanori Singahara out there. Good hustle to get off, and they'll kickstart the offense. Keep an eye out. Sid Palace out there, of course. No 66 in Vern Hill, but 88 in Chayton King has been the man of late. So keep an eye on him as that first shot goes awry. And no reset. That'll be a shot clock violation, and the Steelhawks now will move it up into the offensive end. Trent Boyd, of course, a mainstay for this Steelhawks team. He'll be working on the right side. Keep your eyes peeled for him. As Adam Peroni, first shot of the game. That's wide off the post. So a good opportunity. No capitalization there as Fernandez, that underhand. Good save right off the bat again as standing tall early on is Sprentz. And good job by the Steelhawks on the forecheck to retain possession here. They'll get another 30 to work with. Devin Pfeiffer out there. And that bounce shot finds the mark. So beauty accuracy on the quick release. And Brett Harrison, just going to double check that as it is Harrison. So welcome to the Arenalacrosseleague. His first of the season gives Whitby a 1-0 lead here, 13:35. Remaining in this first quarter. So a bit of changeover for the Steelhawks, of course, as they have lost a couple of vital pieces. And the thing about this Arenalacrosseleague, of course, every year is a rebuilding year for every team, and that's the beauty of it. Off the draw. Battling for it, going to be first penalty. It looks like it may go to Ty Argent of the Snipers. We'll see what crew chief Simon D'Souza sees out there. It looks like Mac Abbott's going to make the call. Sure enough, it's going to be Ty Argent. Guilty of a high stick or illegal cross-check as it goes. And the Steelhawks will go to work with their first power play opportunity of the season. So Devin Pfeiffer out there, of course, the other Fife dog residing in Toronto with the Monarchs. And you talk about skill, they possess it all as he'll quarterback, fake that shot, steer around left shooter, wide of the mark. That goes out of play, and we'll go the other way up the floor with the Snipers. Keep an eye on Sprentz. Keep an eye on the Snipers. A good transition team as they will run every chance they get. Dalen Hill, he'll hold on to it. We're under a minute and a half in the man advantage, or man short if you're with the Snipers. 6 on the shot clock. Quick shot on the mark. Good save made there by Coote. He'll look for an outlet, and he'll loft one up neatly and nicely to Eddie Ferrardi. Ferrardi also a new member of the Arena Lacrosse League. Glad to have you. Welcome aboard as the power play for the Steelhawks goes back to work with a minute left in the man advantage. Pfeiffer remains the quarterback. They'll work it around. Everyone will get a touch. Go to work now. Shot clock dying seconds. Going to have to let it go. They do. Good save made there by Sprentz. Picked up, and 45 seconds left in the penalty kill. Good hands there on that scoop by Justin Porga. Porga creating some space. They're going to look to burn this 30 here. 15 on the shot clock. And Porga again to work. 10. He's going to get a step. Good speed. Porga tries to go down low, slip it 5-0, but Coote closed that up. And the Steelhawks now will work back the other way with just 15 seconds left in the man advantage. Trailing in late, moving up, Adam Peroni. He'll take over the top, goes to the sidearm. So Peroni finds that far low corner, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Steelhawks. Power play marker, and we've said numerous times in this league, a lot of times the difference in the game is either transition offense or power play opportunities, and the more you get, the more likely you are to come away with the W, and that just goes to show discipline, a real key here. Steelhawks back to work on offense, work it around left side, back to the right. Chance here for Pfeiffer. No, can't find the mark. Wide, so no reset. And that's going to be an early check. We'll give possession now to the Snipers. So both teams, of course, like every team this week one, feeling things out, coaches getting a look, and it's always the downside is when you have the healthy scratches, guys who would be starters on other teams. Just the quality's there, and there's a good finish right there. Downtown, Tyler Brown on the board with his first of the season. So you can see Brown does a great job utilizing the defender as a screen. Zips that one right about waist high, and Lucas Coote didn't even see that one until it was in the back of the net, and it's a 2-1 game. So Snipers respond, get back on the board, and Argent now running into some trouble, gets roughed up, but bent but not broken as he still has possession. And boy, if you haven't had a look at Ty Argent, boy, this kid's got some skills for sure, as he'll go to work now deep in that left corner. Looking across, trying to tuck that over was Brown. Nothing doing. Reset, though, as it went off the crossbar. Offense back to work here with Argent. Argent going to let it go. Goes bounce. Coote with the scoop. Stop, and a beauty outlet pass in the basket. Coote doing a good job on changing direction with Scott Edwards. And Edwards, of course, not known in the past as your offensive juggernaut, but every year as the league changes, you're going to be asked to do something different for your team, and Edwards going to have to step up in more of a leadership offensive role for Joel Johnson and company. Snipers now working the left side, 10 on the shot clock. Porga can't find nothing. He's just going to have to get something on net. Chayton King, that shot from way out. Shot clock violation will give it back to Whitby, and they'll move it up over the timeline. Send a shout out to Mr. Boyle as he is in the house. Keep an eye out, a promising musician, and maybe you see him on the Junos one day. That quick shot and a good one by Cody Hamley. And that one turned back over, so Merry Christmas as the Snipers in a very generous mood as they give it right back. Whitby will have another chance. 8:50 to go here, opening quarter. Good crowd on hand on this Sunday. And a good screen. Up the middle, trying to go down low and duck it was Harrison, trying to pocket his second, and the transition opportunity goes awry, and Whitby now will bring it back into the offensive end, and it's Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer working one-on-one. Bounces off one, gets a screen, and goes right in. Good save made by Sprents as Pfeiffer was sniffing that far corner. Good job to close that up. Snipers now working at the other end. Hill, Dalen Hill. Sheds a defender, kick it back out. They'll swing it back to the top in Brown. Brown will swing it around. Good backhand pass, but not expecting it was Ross Hill. And trying to recover, did make a cover, but Coot, boy, I don't even know how he made that save. As you talk about flexibility, that he has, and another reset offensively now for the Steelhawks. 7.5 to go. Good quick pass, quick shot, beauty finish. So Nikolai Ferris with his first Arenalacrosseleague marker, and more importantly, that gives the Steelhawks a 3-1 lead with 7:31 to go. And that's just a good job of finding your teammate in the right spot and a quick release with good accuracy, and that's what these guys do here in the All. Of course, we want to send a shout out to Justin Skip Martin, who has made the jump to the National Lacrosse League. Good luck to you. Keep doing what you're doing, and it was a pleasure watching you, and look forward to you staying right where you're at. In the meantime, between time, Pfeiffer on the curl. Good job, good shot. Sprents with the save. Rebound collected by the Steelhawks. Kick back out, and pretty easy as Argent's going to return to the penalty box for the second time in this game with a high stick. Hard to argue when it's stuck on his neck. So second power play opportunity for the Steelhawks will come after, I believe, our officials' timeout, and that is the case. Quick break. We'll be back. Set to go after our first officials' timeout. And 1 for 1 with a man advantage are the Steelhawks. They go back to work on the power play here. Trent Boyd out there with Pfeiffer. They'll work it around to that left side, give everyone a touch, and bring it back to the right. On the interchange. Pfeiffer on the cut. Had a man open in Tyler Goodchild. Couldn't connect. 5 on the shot clock. Going to have to hurry here. Good defense by the Snipers as they hold strong defensively, and now a chance here to burn 30 of those valuable seconds with just under a minute and a half to go in the man short. Good job to leg that over the timeline, and excellent work there from Chandler Allen, and they'll work it around the horn. And again, good job to get it back. Not sure how he even held on to it, Wes Whitlow. So a good job by Whitlow, and another skilled player for these Snipers. As now under a minute to go in the man advantage for the Steelhawks, they'll set things up. So same duo on that right with Devin Pfeiffer, Trent Boyd. Filtering out there late now is Peroni. They'll work it back over to the left. On the change, no look, and that's a beauty shot. So I tell you, Brett Harrison, man, oh man, welcome to the league, young man, as making an immediate impact. That with his second goal of the game. Second power play marker, 2 for 2 with the man advantage are the Steelhawks. So if you are part of the Snipers coaching staff, important that discipline stands tall here. 5-on-5, you're good, but when you're down short, you make it difficult on yourselves and your goaltender. Turnover. Here come the Snipers now. No numbers, so a good job to get it in the offensive end by Andrew Vradenberg, but a wise decision to pull it out. Looking for the give and go, nothing doing there. A little bit of clutch and grab. Coote, he'll look for an outlet and sends it away. Good job to hang on to it by Dare. And we're going to double check that as Boyd now with an opening. Thinks better of it, pulls it back out, kicks it out. Good child. Good defense. Shot clock at 5. On the reset, they had it, but a good stick check by Mike McLaughlin, and the savvy vet works it up into the offensive end, and you just can't replace a Mike McLaughlin. That one goes off the helmet, off the post, and out. So Coote, and looks like Chayton King took some exception to something, and him and Scott Edwards. Edwards is headed to the bench. King is headed to the penalty box, I believe. That is the case, and roughing's the call. So the Snipers not helping their own cause. Third power play opportunity of this first quarter for the Steelhawks. 4:34 to go here in this opening quarter. So Goodchild in that shooter spot on that left side. That shot from Boyd stopped by Sprents. Looking to move it up is Tayton Sky, and the cough right back, and back to work go the Steelhawks. Pfeiffer looking for it. Quick stick. Angle covered by Sprents. Reset though. Steelhawks trying to battle for that loose ball, and they come away with it. Good work there from Ferris. That shot from way out will go off the rafters, and that'll be a possession change. And the Snipers now waste no time. Get it over the timeline, and Ben Wittich. Wittich will flip and retreat. He'll give way now to Porga. Porga send it over. Brown back to the left side. That shot from way out. Good save made as Miller, and another shot right on. So Coote being tested early. Good job by Sid Palace to get something good off. Had a good opportunity, but from way out, got to move in. 35 seconds left in the penalty. So back to work here on the power play. Go the Steelhawks. Skip pass back. Boyd. Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer's going to size it up. He goes. That goes off the post. He's going to hustle for his own rebound. Get it. Fresh 30 to work with. 15 left in the power play. Quick change by the Snipers. And that shot wide, so no reset. Dump down. Boyd. In out, but great stick check there. Some outstanding defense by the Snipers, and off to the races. Chandler Allen. Allen trying to go far side. Coote with a big save. Loose ball picked up by Braden McGregor and moved up in a hurry to James Malloy. Malloy will send it down in the corner to Boyd. Boyd one-on-one, looking for an opening. Dumps it inside, posting up in there. And that was Anderson, and now another chance for the Snipers, and one good stick check deserves another. Snipers looking for the trailer. Argent out of the box, back to work on O. Definitely more valuable on the carpet than in the penalty box, so Argent needs to keep that in mind here. That quick underhand, Coote had that covered, went down early. He'll look for the outlet, and away goes Matt Boissonneau. Boissonneau, another one of those underrated guys that does a lot of the yeoman work, a lot of the gritty loose balls, and defensively getting it over the timeline. He works hard. Pfeiffer changes direction. Big save, Sprents. Minute 25 to go here, opening quarter. Ball loose, bouncing off one and getting it back out, and they'll reset over on the left side. Back to the right they go with Pfeiffer. Looking for an opening. That give and go's gone and went. They'll swing it around to the left. 15 on the shot clock. Trying to duck in. Looking for Pfeiffer. One-on-one. Good switch off by the Snipers. Pfeiffer keeps his balance, goes up. Can't find the net in the crease. Possession back to the Snipers. They'll counter the other way into the final minute here, quarter number one. Wittich does a good job, and he'll work it over. It's Porga. Porga. Kick it back out. They'll swing it around. Whitlow trying to shake a defender. Little shuck-a-jive. Backhand shot right on. Saved by Coote. Whitlow scoop up the rebound. Another 30 to work with. 30 left in the quarter. Kick it back out. Porga. He'll set things up. Working around left side half boards. On the run now. Downtown Brown. He'll send it over and back down. Porga shot. Short side finish. Beauty job, Justin Porga. Great ball movement by the Snipers. It's a 4-2 game. So great job of finding the open man on that give and go, working the left side. And you can see tight screens and good work by Porga. Didn't have a whole lot of room to work with, but with 17.4 seconds to go, cuts the deficit in half. Off the draw. Possession to the Steelhawks. They're looking to attack, and timeout called. So the Steelhawks are going to call a timeout with 11 seconds left here in this opening quarter. Back to the mission at hand here as we get set. Dying final 11 seconds here, quarter number one. Steelhawks leading by 2. Going to try to add to that. Net empty for the extra attacker, and they'll get her going. So look for McGregor. He'll haunt it. He'll swing it to the left now. Got to go to work. Dying seconds, 2 seconds left. Knocked down, so the Snipers save the day there. They hold strong. 15 in the books here at the ILA. 4-2 Steelhawks back with the second. We get set now for second quarter. Just want to thank a couple of our sponsors for the Six Nations Snipers. Belco Construction, Classics to Customs Auto Body. Of course, Gorilla Greens Dispensary, Guaranteed Glass and Tint. ILA Sports, Wellings Auto Service, and of course, Hills Custom Coffins. Come visit, hang around, but don't stay. To it here, possession in the second belongs to the Steelhawks, and they'll go to work on the half boards with Ferris. Good job defensively as shot clock at 10. Ferris goes to the bounce, too much on the ounce, and that'll go to the Snipers, Argent. Argent, good speed over the timeline. Argent sees an opening. Argent hesitates, goes through, dumps it off. Downtown Brown, surveying the situation. He'll curl out, send it over to the right. Ross Hill, kick it back out. 7 on the shot clock. No look pass, looking down low to Whitlow, couldn't connect. Ball loose, Steelhawks gobble that up, and it's Edwards. Edwards is going to attack. 3-on-3, Edwards gets a screen, thinks better of it. And he'll wait, get it over, and they'll set things up. Half boards left side. Quick zip across on the skip. Peroni, he'll flip. Dump down. Good job executing offensively, but the shot right on by Darius Anderson. And the Snipers now. McLaughlin looking at the back door. That zips that pass, but a good job by Ferrari to get in there. He tries to swim his way out. That's going to be great job by Coote to jump out of there, but an 8-second call. Not quite sure if you leave the crease, if your feet aren't still considered there until you land, but either way, Karma balances things out, and possession to the Snipers. Porga from way out. Coote Big save. Dropped it. Gets it out of the crease. Runs into trouble. Chayton King tracks it down. So the King has returned, and we'll see if he doesn't give his team an opportunity. Change direction. Wrong stick side. He'll find the bench. They'll set things up now. Plenty of time in the shot clock. Brown. Kick it back out. They'll swing it left side. Brown with a shot. That's one. Backhand try wide by Whitlow. Rebound again. Stopped by Coot. And Coot's going to smother that and keep that in that purple crease area. And they're going to move it up in a hurry with Rowan Kelly. Kelly will dump it off, and he will give way. Jeff Fernandez out there. Big shot, and almost put it in his own net, did Sprents. So a fresh 30 as the loose ball picked up, and there's just, looks like too many on the floor for the Steelhawks. That is the call. So the Snipers are going to get a chance. They're going to have their first power play opportunity of this game. And a chance here to close the gap with 12:08 to play here in this first half. So Powless at the top. He's working with Chayton King in that right shooter spot. Wes Whitlow down on that right crease. Tyler Brown with the bounce shot. Good shot, but trickled wide. And now a chance for Cody Hamley to get it into the offensive end. He'll dump it off. And Pfeiffer will go for a little bit of a run. Minute 35 left in the man short. 10 on the shot clock. Peyton Sky chasing him. And a good shot, but wide of the mark. Good reflexes there by official Mac Abbott to get out of the way of that. And possession all the way down in the offensive end for the Snipers. 11:27 to go. 1:19 left in the power play. Whitlow. They'll work it around. Argent now parked down on that left crease. And Chayton King's been on fire. Good save by Coot. Rebound, Brown. Good job there to flip it over and kick it back out to the top in Palace. Palace's shot again. Coot, big save. Argent had a notion to go to the crease dive. Thought better of it with under a minute to go in the power play. No look pass. Argent, good fake. Keep, kicks it out downtown. Looking for something. King off the defender. Going to get a chance in transition now. On the run. John Weller goes to the corner. Transition goal. A big one for the Steelhawks. So John Weller, boy, you talk about some of the X factors in a game, but transition goals, boy, they are big. And a good job to get in the shooting lane, knock that down, and have the presence of mind to chase down the loose ball, and then a good finish at the other end. So instead of a 4-3 game, it's a 5-2 lead for the Steelhawks. 30 seconds left in the man advantage for the Snipers, and just clipping the back line was Allen. And a delay of game will nullify the final 25 seconds. And the Steelhawks will get a chance with their fourth power play opportunity. And that's not a new rule. You know you can't touch the ball after the whistle blows. So not helping the cause there, but the Steelhawks now will play 4-on-4 for another 20 seconds before going to work. Inside pass, and not quite sure that Ferris certainly didn't want that to go wide open. Trent Boyd up, down, stopped. So a good save by Sprents. That's going to be a crease ball. 7 seconds left in the Whitby penalty. And the Snipers now will move it up. Whitlow rolls. Fakes a shot. He'll bounce back out. Penalty over. Minute and a half now to kill for the Snipers. They'll work it around. Ross Hill had it, lost it, so the Steelhawks now will counter the other way. They'll go to work. They are 2 for 3 with the man advantage. So a chance here to add to their tally. Ferris out there working alongside Tyler Goodchild and Evan Pfeiffer at the top. Pfeiffer, and that one sneaks through. So a good overhand low to the far side. And Evan Pfeiffer, one of the members of the Fife Dog team, third power play goal of this half for the Steelhawks. And it's a 6-2 lead. So just good fundamental lacrosse going to the overhand for the youngsters out there. Overhand always your best option. Goalie doesn't know where you're going to bring it because it comes from the same place. Back to work. Steelhawks. Boyd! A big save by Sprents. Trent Boyd, point blank, stymied. Takes a double team. Boyd still has it. Goes down, still has it. Loses it, loose. And it's picked up. Going to be a delayed penalty to the Snipers, and that may be nullified there, and it is. So we'll see what the original call is. Good piece of officiating staying on that play by crew chief Simon D'Souza, as you could see that was just escalating. So Chandler Allen and Darius Anderson clearly will not be exchanging Christmas gifts this year. And with 8:51 to go, we'll check the board as the officials get together and have a bit of a conference. Right now it looks like it's going to be a 4-on-4. And so a slashing and a roughing. Just waiting for some clarification exactly. I think the initial penalty was to the Snipers. The question is, are there coincidentals for roughing after that, or does it just one rough and nullifies and we're playing 4-on-4? It looks like that's going to be the case. We're going to play, so 5-on-5 is the case. The coincidentals will offset, and with 8:51, we'll continue on here. Whitlow fakes the flip. Whitlow bullet. Good save, Coot. Loose in that dotted circle. Good swipe there. Ty Argent all over it, and violation will give possession back to the Steelhawks, and they will move it up with Weller. Back door. Good job corralling that. The fake flip back, and Boyd, it's a good spin. Beauty finish, and Peroni like the beer, tasting and looking good. Peroni's second of the game as he spun off a defender and parked it far side. I'm not even sure Sprents could see the release point on the spin. And it's a 7-2 lead now for the Steelhawks. 8:27 to go here in this first half. Don't want you to get too comfortable, as you know how quickly in this sport things can change. Off the draw, scooped up, on the move. And a chance, and that one goes in. Just checking to see who. So Dalen Hill doing a great job. And a transition goal for the Snipers, a big one, as they stop the roll. And Whitby, though, right back to it off the draw. 2-on-1, dump over, great stick check late, may have saved one. Argent now back the other way. Ty Argent, backdoor free, and that's too many on the floor, and that was an easy call. The Six Nations bench can argue that, but he was out way too early, and there was really no need as Argent had the Jets going. So even on the video replay, you'll see, and another power play opportunity. The fifth of this half for the Steelhawks. They've capitalized 3 times. So back to work with a man advantage. Good child out in that left shooter spot. Boyd on the right shooter. Pfeiffer at the top. Good zip pass. No look inside. Broken up, though, by the Snipers, and they'll carry it and work it over the timeline. So I had Dalen Hill down as 14. Just going to double check that. Argent. That one off a defender, and Pfeiffer doing a little everything, and that's going to be a penalty as Pfeiffer, and I'm not quite sure that Pfeiffer intended for Argent to go into the boards that way. I think he just used it as a bit of a box out, and I think a bigger body prevailed there. Either way, Pfeiffer is going to head to the penalty box. That will nullify the penalty, and that'll take us to our second officials' timeout. Back to it here as the penalty box continues to fill up on both sides. So a 2-minute penalty for Devin Pfeiffer will nullify what was a power play opportunity that was brief either way. We'll play some 4-on-4 right here on the screen and roll. Argent, and he ran out of room, and he does a bit of a roll. Lucky to be blessed with some flexibility for sure, and the Steelhawks now in the offensive end. John Leclerc out there doing a good job. And now the Whitby offense will get set up. Harrison has a couple goals here in this game, and that will be an illegal screen. Go the other way, and let's see what we have here, as looks like it's going to be too many on the floor, would be my guess, just based on how quickly it was called. So a roughing call, and it looks like it's going to go to Peroni. So the Snipers, just their second power play, and they're 0 for 1 and have given up a shorty. So see here now trailing by 4 if they can get back in it. Just over 6.5 to go, and taking his eye off it was Sid Powless, and they managed to get it back. Chayton King will send it back to the top. They'll reset. And another opportunity here for Powless and the Snipers power play. King had that shot blocked the last time. Backhand pass. It's up, down, top. Beauty, top corner. So that's the way you're patient and find the mark. So Sid Powless on the board for the first time. Big power play marker. Cuts the deficit now to 7-4. We tell you the value of discipline, and it's important, stay out of the box because these guys are too good. They will capitalize. 8 seconds remaining in the sniper penalty. 1:27 left in the Whitby minor, and a false start will give possession now to the Snipers. Argent working the hidden ball with Whitlow. Whitlow, no look pass, finds downtown. Kick back. That one's tipped. So a good job there to get a stick in the passing lane by Boissonneau. Sorry, Bisono, my bad, young fella. Ball loose, and that's going to be a violation. Possession to Whitby with 5:39 left here, opening half. Boissonneau. Yes, Boissonneau. That's what I'm going with. Forgive me, young man. Correct me if I'm wrong. Half boards for Goodchild. Swinging around, I'll look to burn some clock. 35 seconds left in the man short. Boyd leans in, backhand, well wide of the mark. Picked up, Snipers are going to counter the other way. Dayton Sky, job well done. They'll move it on now and set things up. Josh Miller out there on that right side. Miller sizes it up and doesn't squeak it through, sat right between the wickets. So a good job by Coote to keep that from crossing the goal line, and up come the Steelhawks. So both minors are over teams now, back to full strength. Combatants remain in the penalty box with roughing coincidentals, and a whole lot going on inside that dotted half circle, as you can see, and trying to slide one through and getting it done. So a good job on letting the distractions be secondary as Nikolai Ferris pockets his second of the game. And the lead back to 4. Good job finding the open man on that, but a lot of movement, a lot of contact inside the dotted half circle may have been a bit of a distraction for Dylan Sprents. Either way, off the draw. Steelhawks scoop it up on the move. Peroni. He'll put on the brakes, kick it back out. That shot fanned on it. And a good job to pick up that loose ball by Chandler Allen. Bad pass up ahead. Looking for Wittich. And Coote will pick it. Return the lob. Here come the Steelhawks with under 4 to go here in the second. Wittich. He'll find his way to the bench. They'll work it over half boards left side. Kick back. Pfeiffer, shovel pass, couldn't connect. Argent tipping it, trying to work some clock. 5 on the shot clock. Scrum in the corner. Steelhawks are going to retreat. That's a violation, and it'll go to the orange. King. He'll jumpstart this offensive set. Porga behind the net. Not able to corral it was Brown. Coote now looking ahead, has numbers in the basket. Moving on, Quentin Highland dumps it off. That one goes off the helmet. Ball loose now. And Snipers need to pick that up, not worry about it. And less time crying, more time moving the ball. And good job just to hang on to it, as Jordan Mike was worked over and over, but managed to stay steady and strong. Delayed penalty coming. Whitlow tried to tuck it over, but Coote stuck out the left arm, made the save. And back to the power play go the Snipers for the third time here with 2:34 to go. Quinn Highland, the guilty party. Snipers 1 for 3. The man advantage here. A chance to cut into this 4-goal deficit. Arjun out there with Brown. Paulus, King, and Whitlow. They cough it up. On the run now. Boissonneau, he'll curl back out and burn some time. Flip it down in the corner. Inching toward the 2-minute warning. Under a minute and a half to go in the man short for the Steelhawks. Sliding that underhand right in the basket was Harrison. And it'll be Mike McLaughlin tiptoeing over the timeline. Minute 10 to go here in the man advantage for the Snipers. Minute 40 left in this first half. Porga. Sorry, slides over, not Porga. That's Paulus. My bad. Saved by Coot. He'll look for an outlet and air it out deep. Pass is incomplete. Good job. And moving it up the other way. Wittich on the run. Back door. Porga. Shot. Goes off the post. Picks up the rear. Tries to tuck it back. But Coot there to hug that post. Makes a great save as we're now headed into the final minute here of the half. They'll set it up and work it around. 10 on the shot clock. Good child. 5 seconds left in the penalty, and they'll let that go. You touch it, that'll be a penalty. So a good job there, and we're going to have a timeout called by Darcy Paulus and the Snipers. We'll be back. Quick break. So good to go here as the commentary from the bench is certainly in full effect. 35 seconds to go. 1 second left in the Whitby penalty. Here come the Snipers. Swinging around. Left side back. Brown. Flip. Quick over to King. King loses it. And now Steelhawks with a chance here. Loft up. And not able to run under it was Boissonneau. He does play the carom. And he's pinned up on the boards. Kanori Singahara all over him. Fake. Boyd goes to the backhand. Stopped. Dying seconds now of this second quarter. McLaughlin will try to make something of it, but he'll run out of time. And 30 minutes in the books here at the ILA. 8-4 in favor of the visitors from Whitby. Will be back with the third quarter. As we get set for third quarter action here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation. Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions as always. 8-4 game in favor of the visitors from Whitby as they lead the home side. Six Nations Snipers got off to a good start. These two teams, it was a 4-2 lead after one quarter for Whitby, and both teams adding a couple to their tally. Difference is Whitby's added 4 and the Snipers just 2. So off the draw, important that the Snipers get a good start and a better start, though, scooped up, and it's Pfeiffer. He'll look across. Quick shot, bounce shot, saved by Sprents. That loose ball picked up and another 30 to work with. So the Steelhawks come flying out of that change room at the half, and they go to work on offense. Pfeiffer will dump it off, cut through, get it back, try to roll back to that right side. Good defense, though. 7 on the shot clock. He's going to let that go. Wide of the mark. Argent's going to let it bounce and then pick it up. And that's exactly what he does. Ty Argent trying to get around a defender. He gets bodied off. Defender loses his stick. And I don't think Argent noticed that, or he would have went right at him. Dumps that off, trying to work around, and not quite sure if that's not a hook, but may have got away with one. 1-2, tiptoeing and wide of the mark. Looked like Whitlow. No reset. 5 on the shot clock. Looking for some room. Powless, wide of the mark. Rebound, and that's going to be a violation, and here go the Steelhawks jumping into the rush. 2-on-2 shot. Saved by Sprents. So Darius Anderson letting it go on the run. Shot was on target, but Sprents up to the task, and now it's Porga. He'll flip it up, give himself some space to work with. And the Snipers now. And too much on that screen and roll. We'll give it right back to Whitby, and they'll move it up in a hurry. Weller dumps it off, and a chance there for Harrison. And he's been good in the early goings, already pocketed a couple here in this game. But the Snipers now back to work, dodging a couple of bullets. Kick out. Porga zips it across. Can't connect. Nick Negro battles for it. Gets double teamed. They close it up. 8 on the shot clock. Argent has some room. Argent! Where have you been, Ty Argent? Stepping up to the forefront. It's an 8-5 game. You take a look here, and I think earlier on Argent may have gotten tied up with some aggressive play. Usually a finesse player going to get covered hard, and now needs to shift his focus back to what he does best, and that's scoring goals. Offensively, he is a handful. Great speed, great hands, and you saw his accuracy right there with his first of the season. So the Snipers on the board. They trim the lead now to 8-5. 12:35 to go here in the third. Steelhawks. And one of the Fife Dogs back to work here in Devon. Looking for a curl around. Bounces back out, looking for some help. Good defense. Hesitation. Flip back to Boyd. Can't connect. And running out of time. 5 seconds. Trying to duck in. Good spin move. And it's buried. Beauty shot by Ferris as Nikolai Ferris buries his third of the game in the dying seconds of the shot clock. So you talk about an answer. That would have been a good time for the Snipers. Needed some help defense there as Ferris spun off one defender and had a clear path to the net. So I think the Snipers need to tighten things up defensively if they're going to win this game, and they go back the other way and in the neutral zone, so no over and back. So Snipers will retain possession. Argent now on the fly. Has some room. Ducks in. Beats the defender. Argent just had it taken away. Last second, Peroni with a great stick check. But how about the hustle by Whitlow to get it back? No reset. Argent, no look. Wide open on the screen. Buried in the top corner. Wes Whitlow. Put two W's together, and that gets you a goal. And it's 9-6. Beauty job to find Whitlow on that far side. Boy, that fella's crafty. Can't keep one eye on him. You better keep both eyes. Off the draw, and here come the Steelhawks looking for a quick answer. Big save, Sprents. That's the kind of thing that'll change the momentum of a game right there. And here come the Snipers now. 2-on-2. Looking for an opening. Good defense there by Boissonneau as he closes it off. And in trouble is Negro, and bouncing off a check. Snipers, excellent work on the loose balls, and it's Tyler Brown swinging around to the right side. Dump in, and a late hit will give possession right back to Six Nations. And the Snipers now will look to capitalize. 11 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Porga swings it out. Tough pass to handle. Whitlow! No goal. Off the goalie and out. So a dangerous underhand beats Nicholas Coop. The pass right back now to the Snipers. Ty Khan, the con man, doing his job. He'll get possession for the Snipers. They'll go to work here, trailing by 3. Palace will swing it around to Brown. Downtown, kicks it back out. Palace gets a step. Wrong six side, stopped by Coot. That's stuck nicely and airing it out. Almost in the basket instead. A good job by Sprents to use a little stick work to get possession, and Snipers now will bring it back the other way. An 8-second count, so careless by Six Nations, giving it right back. Merry Christmas. And here go the Steelhawks back to work. Trent Boyd. Work the left side. Plenty of time on the shot clock. And trying to inside out that was Anderson. He couldn't. Good job defensively by Mike McLaughlin. And here come the Snipers now working it up with Tate Sky. He'll retreat. Offense to work for the Orange. Under 9.5 to go here, third quarter. Whitlow, switch hand, flip up. That shot, bounce shot, finds the mark. Josh Miller on the board with his first of the season. And it's a 2-goal game now, 9-7. So I think you ask any netminder, toughest shot to stop, probably a bounce shot. And you've got, of course, goals that netminders will tell you they're expected, those saves they're expected to make. I say if you don't know what's coming, I don't know how you can expect to save it, but off the draw, Snipers back to work. Oh, they got a little momentum going now. But the Steelhawks take it away. Fight dog to the far side wide. Loose ball, and it looks like the Snipers are going to get on it, and they do with Argent. Under 9 minutes to go here in the third. Snipers have battled back into this one. Brown at the top. He'll swing it around, work it to the King. Chayton King dumps it off. That bounce had too much. I think it caught the post, though, and it did. So we'll stay right here. Fresh 30 for the Orange. King lets it go. That one wide of the mark. Ball loose. Going to be a good effort and a good job by Boissonneau. Can't come up with it. Better job from Bailey Maxwell. And now they'll set it up. Porga. Quick pass. Dangerous. Handled, though, by Whitlow. That's going to be a penalty. Whitlow tried to pick the corner. Snipers shouldn't stop playing. Dying seconds, though, of the shot clock. And they'll work with the man advantage. 8:10 to go here. And they will go to their fourth power play of this game. They're 1 for 3, and they've given up a short-handed marker. So a power play opportunity here for the Snipers to close the gap. And Argent will quarterback this offensive set. And they'll work it around the horn. Cutting inside, that shot wide of the mark. Rebound picked up by Coot as Miller had a chance and airing that one out. Good job to hang on to it by Harrison. And Harrison's going to run around, try to elude a couple defenders, a little shake and bake. He's going to run into 2 as they'll corner him into the boards and pin him there. Ball loose. And a whole lot. So a good job on the no call as it looks like no damage done, but you could see that one coming. Palace. Miller Finds downtown, back to Miller. Swings it. Chayton King has room. The King! Oh, Chayton King one more time. 9-8 ball game. Another power play goal for the Snipers to trim the lead. Now they trail by 1. Just a good job of passing, finding the trailer, finding King wide open. And when he's got some room to operate, his shot is deadly. And in a blink of an eye now, it's 9-8. So, boy, it doesn't take long. I tell you, this roller coaster ride, things can change in a hurry. And that's what happens. Discipline, you got to stay out of the box. That's the key. Bradenberg can't hang on to it. Still loose. He gets tossed around, but Snipers come away with it. So a little jump in the step for the Six Nations Snipers here in the third with 6:50 to go. Whitlow will swing it over. Porga's got some room. He goes to the overhand. Too much on that one. It ends up in the gondola, and we're hoping that assistant coach Brad Reed, who took that one right off the face without a cage, is going to be okay. Looks like he is okay. We won't make any wisecracks right now. Make sure he's okay after and save it for them. He looks okay. Tough fella. Had the glasses on too, so good on him. Officials timeout. We'll be back. Back to it here with 6:35 to go. 1-goal game. Steelhawks Snipers putting a cap on week 1 here, the Arenalacrosseleague. Swinging around right side. 15 on the shot clock. Looking for room. Peroni dodges 2, wrong side. That one goes well wide. Boyd has some time with 5. Trent Boyd on the run. Steered aside by Sprents. Rebound. Picked up. And another 30 for the Steelhawks to work with. They'll swing it around the horn. Work it to the right. Pfeiffer, they'll kick it back to the left. He'll take it back. Shot from way out. Sprents with a good save. Another offensive rebound gathered by the Steelhawks, and another 30. Pfeiffer spins off one. Ducks under another. Pfeiffer chased out of that circle. Pfeiffer back. Changes direction. Fight Dog tried to go far side wide of the mark. Finally possession now for the Snipers, and they'll look to move it up. In a hurry, it's Wittich. He'll put on the brakes, curl out. The offense back to work for the Snipers. Whitlow. Half boards, work it across. Big overhand shot wide of the mark as Maxwell teed it up. No reset, it didn't touch anything. Maxwell, that one on target as Coote closed the wickets, and he'll look for an outlet. Never shy to toss that one ahead and over the timeline in a hurry. Highland, he'll dump it off. They'll work it down on the half boards left side. We're under 5 minutes to go here, third quarter. Peroni. Well defended there by Allen. Skip over. 5 on the shot clock. Going to have to hurry. Going to be a penalty, and that's going to go to the Steelhawks, I believe. So clearly the momentum has shifted. And heading to the box. Looks like it's going to be Peroni. And it is. So another power play opportunity for the Snipers. This their 5th of the game. They are 2 for 4, but have given up a shorty. So to work here and a chance to pick up the equalizer. 4.5 to go. Whitlow bounces out. Argent, backhand, swing around on the cut through. Nothing doing. Picked up by the King. He'll swing it around. Chayton King will get it back. Sizing it up. Argent fakes the pass. Backhand down low. Handled and kicked back out by Palace. Argent, backhand. Underhand saved by Coote. Rebound picked up by the Steelhawks. Flopped it up. Right back to Argent, 30 more now. Minute 20 left in the man advantage. King has room. Coote with a good save. He'll smother that, and Whitby now will try to move it up over the timeline, and a good pass they do. Ferris has had himself an outstanding ball game. They'll work some clock now with Pfeiffer. He'll swing it up top. Minute to go now in the man short. Cutting through, not able to connect. Picked up by the snipers and Ty Khan. The Khan man's going to get over the timeline. He'll peel around. Good fake. He'll flip and retreat. Job well done. And it's Whitlow. They'll wait. Argent comes out now to quarterback. Swing it around right side, get it back. Good ball movement. And again, Whitlow down low, backhand pass. Good defense there, as it's going to be a penalty as a slash while laying on that carpet, and that's a good call. Good piece of officiating right there. And for 20 seconds, the snipers are going to have a two-man advantage. Slashing is the call. And Jake Doolittle the culprit. So a golden opportunity. We're under 3 minutes to go here, third quarter. Argent playing safety. Kick it back out. Can look for a good shot here. Don't have to struggle. That one, good save by Coote. And a good job to pick that up. Going to have to keep those legs moving. Good job by Hamley. Got it up into the offensive end, and now a chance here. Steelhawks going down. That's blocked by Argent. Argent took that one. That's going to hurt not tomorrow, but now. And here come the snipers. King off the crossbar. Kept over on the timeline. First penalty over now. Minute 15 left in the second minor. 2:10 to go here in this third quarter. Whitlow, no look pass. Brown will pick that up off the carom. Kick it back out to the top. Downtown, has room. That's blocked, and a good one by Farade. Overhand again. Coote, another good pad save. Reset 30 more with 50 seconds left in the man advantage. King, swinging around, working behind the net. Kick back out. King. Another chance, stepping in, knocked down again, and outstanding job by the Steelhawks. That one, Coote steered aside, so they're peppering him with shots, but he's seems to be bulletproof right now. Maxwell, quick stick, and a good shoulder save by Coote. Edwards had it, lost it. 15 seconds left in the man advantage for the snipers. Coming out late. Porga dumps it down, worked out, didn't look great, but Maxwell tees it up. Coote's had his number, just can't score from that shooter spot. We're into the final minute here of the third. So talk about dodging a bullet, weathering the storm. The Whitby Steelhawks still clinging to a one-goal lead. Boyd going for that loose ball. Fighting for it hard, but not getting it is Vradenberg. And a little bit of embellishing there, and that's a cross-check. Will give possession to the snipers with 33 seconds left here in this third. Dalen Hill out there. Argent, 20 on the game clock, 15 on the shot clock. Flip, kick back out Argent, swinging around. And interference to call, going to have to be a quick transition. Matt Boissonneau going to use his speed, too many on the floor for the snipers. So a bit of panic there. And dying seconds here now of the third. Pfeiffer will let it go late. 3 quarters have been recorded here at the ILA. 9-8. We'll be back. Just want to once again thank Sniper sponsors Belco Construction, Classics to Customs Auto Body, Gorilla Greens Dispensary, Guaranteed Glass and Tint, ILA Sports, Wellings Auto Service, and of course, Hill Custom Coffins. Come visit, but don't stay. So in case you were wondering, out there in the orange, missing number 66, Vern Hill, not in the lineup today. Hopefully he will be back sometime somewhere. Not in the bleachers, but on the carpet. Set to go, final 15. 6 power play opportunity of this game for the Steelhawks. They're 3 for 5. So a chance here to add to that 1-goal lead, and I'd say cushion, but 1 goal is no cushion. So Porga with the penalty. He'll serve it. Too many men on the floor. And the Steelhawks now. Pfeiffer swinging around. Boyd changes the angle. Can't find a net. That'll go off the rafters. Possession to the Snipers. Good job racing it over the timeline, and a little extra effort there from Chandler Allen. It's the little things that matter. Whitlow going to try to burn some clock here. 10 on the shot clock. Whitlow, 2 defenders on him. He's going to hold it, then dump it. That shot right on. Picks up the rebound and almost wrung it off the pipe. So almost taking matters into his own hands. Wes Whitlow wasn't able to pocket that one. Steelhawks now again dodging another bullet with a minute left in the man advantage. Boyd will dump it down, get it back. Boyd kicks it back. Pfeiffer sizing it up. 5 on the shot clock. Dump over. Boyd going to have to let it go. Does. And sprints. Managed to keep it from crossing the line late on that rubber. And Snipers now with 35 seconds to kill. Great forechecking, though, coming from Goodchild. And that's an 8-second count. Possession to Whitby. 30 seconds left in the man advantage. 1-goal game. Pfeiffer, he will quarterback again. He's been steady up top there. Some really good decisions. Backhand, Boyd steps in. Didn't think that quick stick was there. Good job to play the carom. Step in. That one was, but wide of the mark. No reset. 5 on the shot clock. Pinning on the boards. That one on the run, right on. Sprints, gobbles up that loose ball, and he'll look for the outlet. And instead gives it right back. So an interception by Ferris. And penalty over teams back to full strength. We're under 13 minutes to go here in the fourth. They'll swing it around. Peroni. Boyd, kick it back to the right side. Ferris swinging around to the right again. That one gets rung off the pipe. And will come back, and possession to the Steelhawks as they will move it up. Work the half boards left side. Had a notion, did Fernandez. That shot wide enough. Fernandez trying to duck in, and no goal as creased the call. So touch that purple area before the ball crossed the goal line. Great job by Mac Abbott. Right where he should be, positioned perfectly. Argent to work. Kicks it over. Whitlow, quick shot, and just enough Coot. And I tell you, helps to have a little height on your side there as he's on his knees and able to cover that top corner. Edwards, that pass can't connect, and will roll right back. Snipers now will look to counter the other way. Negro, he'll dump that off. They'll work it into the corner now to McLaughlin. McLaughlin, he'll give way, gives it up, and it's Chayton King. King lets it go again, blocked again, and might want to change that angle as there's no reset on the play. And dying seconds, so going to have to dump it up, and they do just that. So it's knocked down, and Boissonneau will pick up that loose ball, change direction, and flip it up. Goodchild. He'll dump it off, get it back. Half boards left side, kicks it over Peroni. He'll tee that up right on target. Sprints right where he should be. We're under 11 minutes to go here in the fourth. 1-goal game. Wittich legs it over the timeline. He'll flip and retreat. And the offense now back to work with Whitlow. Whitlow, flip back out. Downtown Brown looking for something. He'll skip it over to Porga. Porga back over to the right side. 5 on the shot clock. Porga, too much bounce. A little bit of holding going on, but giving up on the play was Whitlow, and a breakaway and off the post. So a golden opportunity for James Malloy. Managed to beat Sprints but couldn't beat the iron, and it's still a 1-goal game. Harrison. He'll give it and get it back. Harrison will let it go. Goes off 2 helmets and ricochets. No reset, 15, and there's a whole lot going on in that dotted circle, I tell you. Off the curl, the Fife dog, that one's wide. Pfeiffer trying to pick up the loose ball. Backhand try wide. Shot clock was winding down, and the Snipers now will move it up over the timeline. That pass, and Paulus manages to corral it. Finds it, sends it over downtown Brown. Right when he needed to. We're tied at 9. Tyler Brown with his second of the game comes at a pretty good time for the Snipers. 9:32 to go, and this is just a good hard shot low, and Lucas Coote has done everything in his power to keep his team in it, and we're all tied at 9. Off the draw. Snipers get possession. They'll kick it back out, swinging around McLaughlin over the timeline. You can see they're feeling it. They got a little jump in their step. Underhand Brown, and Coote looked behind, but it's right in the pad there. So great job by Lucas Coote. He's been outstanding in this game, as has Dylan Sprints. Steelhawks to work with Goodchild. Isolated one-on-one on that left side, gets a screen, goes to the bounce. So how about that answer? Tyler Goodchild on the money. It's 10-9. This is just a good job by Goodchild to see an opening, use the defender as a screen, and put it right where Sprints wasn't. At the 9-minute mark, Boissonneau does a good job to collect that. Again, I tell you, some of the little things he does, invaluable to his squad. They'll set things up. Looking in Boyd, and knocked down was Pfeiffer. 10 on the shot clock. Going to be a delayed penalty coming to the Snipers. And with 8:35 to go, the Steelhawks will go back to work on the power play. Their 7th of this game. They've pocketed 3. So the Snipers are going to have to tighten up here if they want to keep this a 1-goal deficit. Keep an eye out for a potential runner leaking out on a quick outlet pass in transition. Here come the Steelhawks power play. Around the horn it goes. To work on the bang. You heard it. Duck it in. Beauty shot. Beauty finish. Tyler Goodchild stepping up when it matters here in crunch time. His second of the game comes courtesy the power play. Said it over and over again. Discipline the key, and a lot of times the difference in the outcome of these games is the man advantage. So after battling back to tie it up at 9, the Snipers have some work to do with 8:24 to go, trailing by 2. Off the draw. Good support coming there from Anderson. Picked up though by the Snipers, and no call on the back in, as I guess they felt still neutral zone. Going to be a delay of game. Too many men. Whitlow off the crossbar. So I think it's going to be too many men on the floor. And no, it'll be a slashing call. So one turn deserves another, as it's going to be Trent Boyd that heads to the penalty box. 7th power play opportunity of this game for the Snipers. They are 2 for 6 and have given up a shorty. And now the Snipers looking for something here, trying to trim this lead again. They'll inch their way in, gap that box. Argent at the top, working with Chayton King on that right shooter side. That pass got clipped on the pass. 10 on the shot clock. Argent going to go to the backhand. Stepping in, bounce shot, and again. So Bailey Maxwell's had numerous opportunities from that left shooter spot, but needs to change the angle a bit. Same overhand, same bounce every time. Going to have to do more than that to beat a Lucas Coot. And now the Steelhawks going to work some clock here. Minute 15 to go in a man short. Rowan Kelly. He'll kick it back out. Getting worked over in that interior. That shot right on by Sprents. And almost picked up by Palace. Now Snipers secure it, and they'll move it over the timeline. Kick it over, and it's Brown. They'll dump it down. Palace set things up. 50 seconds left in the man advantage. Whitlow. No look down, and that goes off the head of the stick, and with 6:44 to go, that will take us to our final officials timeout. All set to go here, 6:44 remaining in this fourth quarter. 44 seconds left in the Steelhawks penalty, and they're going to give it to Pfeiffer. He's going to leg it over the timeline, and good hesitation move, creates some space. He's going to try to get out of trouble, and he does on the curl around. Shot clock not running, 13-10 now, as one is working. 20 seconds left in the man advantage. Diving, good, tried to go short side. Good save by Sprents. And the Snipers come away with that loose ball. Had it. Some tenacious forechecking, though, will cause an 8-second count. Great job by Whitby. So that could be a big play with 6 minutes left. Not allowing the Snipers to get out, and whether the Snipers look a little tired here in the fourth or for whatever reason, a little short on effort there at a vital time. Steelhawks to the top, Trent Boyd, that one, good save from Sprents. And loose ball picked up. Peroni looking to flip that up. It's picked up but wide of the mark, and Snipers now will finally jump on it and move it up, and it's Dalen Hill. Hill will wait, and the rest of the offense will join Wes Whitlow. Swinging around. Underhand finds the mark. Josh Miller time. Miller with his second of the game. Trims the lead now to 11-10 with 5:08 to go. So you really start to see fatigue being a factor here for both teams. And if you're Lucas Coote, boy, you've done all kinds of acrobatics here in this game. He's got to be feeling that. That's a whole lot. Dylan Sprents as well. Forget the fact that they've been peppered with shots. And now the Snipers now come out of the scrum with a chance. Down low. Big save by Coote. He'll flip it up, and away go the Steelhawks. Note that save could be the game saver there. A 1-goal lead for the Steelhawks. They're working on the half boards, left side skip pass. Boyd looking to go one-on-one. He's a handful. Good hesitation. Trent Boyd, that was beautiful footwork and outstanding handwork. Trent Boyd stepping up when it matters and using the long arm of his law there to pick up his first of the game to restore that 2-goal cushion for the Steelhawks. Great individual effort as Trent Boyd used all his length there to find the far corner. 4:38 to go. 2-goal lead. Off the draw, Snipers pick it up, and they'll set it up with Argent. And that's going to be an interference call, giving possession back to the Steelhawks. And now they'll set it up on that right side, kick it over to the left. So time now on the side of Whitby as they'll go to work with Ferris. Good job by Fernandez to pull that out, takes a shot, stopped by Sprents. Sprents now with an outlet pass, and they'll work it up. Brown on the money. Beautiful save by Coote as Palace is robbed. One end to the other. Golden opportunity for the Snipers to close the gap. Weren't able to do it there. So goaltending at both ends. Strong. Peroni, flip. Pfeiffer steps into one. Sprets, rebound picked up. Beauty bounce and creased the call. Great job anyway as Sprents thought he was beaten but closed up the wickets in time. And Jordan Mike will give it. They'll flip it over into the offensive end as we inch toward the 3-minute mark. Snipers trailing by 2. Porga, Whitlow took his eye off it. Manages to do a good job boxing out Edwards. 5 on the shot clock, going to have to hurry. Porga, quick shot. Missed the net. That's going to be a violation, and it looks like instead of a run now, it's going to be Josh Miller who has taken exception. But in the meantime, there's lacrosse being played as that ball is flipped down deep into the corner. And picking it up and on the move is Bradenburg. He'll move it up McLaughlin. McLaughlin, one hop, Brown. Skip over. Get it back. Wrong six side, Chayton King, and that's off the crossbar. So we'll stay right here. 2:33 to go here in this fourth. Snipers need one here and then another. Porga slips one. Dumps it off. Brown tracks down that ball. Kicks it out, and that pass as Chayton King was cutting, and now the other way. On the move is Weller. He's already got a transition goal here in this game. Thinks better of it and will loft it back door. Working some clock here as we head toward the 2-minute warning. Boyd. Be a little more deliberate here. 10 on the shot clock. Argent on him. Boyd slips one. Slips another. Tucks one off. Saved by Sprents. Steelhawks, though, all over the loose ball. They'll get it and pull it back out and reset, work another clock. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Minute 40 in the game. On the run. That one's wide of the mark. Chance now in transition. It's Wittich. And there's going to be too many on the floor again. And that looks like a few choice words are going to get someone ejected. It looks like it's going to be Sid Palace. He's going to go. And instead of an opportunity with a minute and a half to claw their way back in it, Snipers are going to end up being short at least one here. So we're going to let this get sorted out, and it's going to be a penalty shot in the final 2 minutes. So it looks like Nikolai Ferris, a chance here to potentially wield the dagger and put this one out of reach. Just waiting to get someone in the box, so Mike McLaughlin's going to go. Paulus has been ejected, I believe. And no, he's going to come in to serve his penalty. So now there's someone in the box, and so an unsportsmanlike to go along with an initial penalty will put the Snipers too short. Of course, a penalty in the final 2 minutes will result in a penalty shot, and it will. So I'm not sure what's more, the tension of waiting or what. So Paulus is ejected, so he's gone. This, of course, part of the process as teams find the chemistry in their personnel here in week one. Been a great week one, of course, if you missed it. Paris, 14-12 winners. Toronto, 13-10 winners. Ohsweken, 17-11. Ferris sprints. And he wastes no time finding the corner. So a great debut for Nikolai Ferris. Picks up his 4th goal of the game with 1:32 to go. The Snipers are going to be short. So important here to still remain disciplined where you don't get any suspensions or injuries, as sometimes during this time in the game gets a little chippy. So no need to score anymore. It's strictly clockwork now for the Steelhawks. They'll be happy to come away with a W here. The Snipers, of course, will be back in full effect next week. Take more than that to hold them down, of course. Boyd lost it, but a good job to pick it up. Sprents, though, with another good save. So down to the end, into the final minute here. Sprents is going to lob that one up. And good job to run under it. Backdoor now. And Whitlow right on. And through the crease, we'll give possession now. Whitby has it. Final 38 seconds now for the Steelhawks, and they're just going to hang on to it as best they can. And working it back the other way is Negro. And he gets stick check. A little off speed there had Coote doing the splits. He's going to remain there. 15 seconds left. And they're going to hold it and keep it out. This one is going to go in the books. A big win for the Steelhawks as they're going to go 1-0, 13-10 the final. that puts the wraps on week 1 of the Arena Lacrosse League. It's been a good one. Stay tuned. We'll be back next week. Thanks for joining us here on the Arena Lacrosse League.